Hello, welcome to Local Edition. I'm Leslie Leyton. The City of Ontario is moving ahead and working on downtown as a destination and other ways to make the city safer and better. With us now is the Mayor of Ontario, Paul Leon. Glad you're here.
Hey, thank you, Leslie. It's always a pleasure.
One of the things you're working on is the grade separations through the city. That makes it safer for people to drive through. Also, the trains can get through a little easier.
Yeah, I think that grade separation is sometimes a misunderstood term. People don't know what that means. And I usually explain it like this. When you drive in one direction and you see traffic or trains going overhead or underneath, that's a grade separation.
Yeah, so they don't collide in an intersection. The trains are here, the cars are there, and
exactly.
Separately, they live happily ever after.
Whenever you think of a traffic bridge of whatever kind, trains or cars, that's a grade separation.
You know, sometimes when those things happen, though, it's worse before it gets better because the traffic and the detours. Are we in for that?
Yeah, well, it's a necessary evil. Of course, you're absolutely correct, and we do the best that we can to eliminate the traffic delays while you're building those grade separations.
And where are those going to happen?
Well, we have one that's already completed at the North Milliken entrance into the if you go north, you go to the Ontario Mills. If you go south, you go into the logistics area of the city. Where so there are so many trucks making that right turn, then they would get stopped by a train.
Sure.
And these trains today, because that's the Alameda corridor, they're a mile or 2 miles long. So it doesn't just congest traffic, but it also creates a safety concern, because if there is a need for a safety vehicle, whether it's fire, police, or ambulance, to go south or north, and they're stopped by that train that's 2 miles long or just parked, you have a problem.
Right.
So,
and so the intersections of the others?
There's another one at South Milliken that's coming in. We're going to start it next year, early next year, and probably in February. And then there's another one at Vineyard Avenue in the north part.
Okay. So you're working on making a downtown Ontario destination. What do you mean by that? What's going to attract people as a destination?
Well, certainly you want to upgrade your downtown area so that people feel comfortable and safe, and they have amenities, shops, and those kinds of things. And also we're building a downtown park, which will be a multi-use park. It'll be for movies at night, outdoor concerts, community events, and a little bit of a water park for the kids. There'll be so much that'll be happening in the downtown park area.
You also have some other development. And when a Walmart comes to town, that's a pretty big deal, right?
Well, it has its pluses and minuses.
Some people don't like it because it takes away from some of the mom and pop stores, but it's a huge revenue base for the city.
Well, yes, I think that the mom and pop argument works in a city that maybe it's a small city, isolated out, and you think of, well, there's many that we can think of. But in a more of a metropolitan area, it's a people generator. And actually, there are some businesses around the Walmart that's coming in on North Mountain, just below the 10 freeway at 6th and 5th and Mountain. There are a lot of the businesses around it that can't wait for that people generator to come to their neighborhood, because the bike shop, the restaurant, the gas stations, all of those are going to see a whole lot more people than they ever did before.
Well, a whole lot more people, because you are going to have more people, because there's some developments, South Ontario and also the Brookfield Inland Empire.
There's a lot going on. The economy, thankfully, is beginning to pick up. And so as the developers catch wind of the rising economy, they begin the process of development. And so there are hundreds of thousands of homes coming into Ontario. Even as we speak, the development process is beginning.
Sounds like Ontario is leveling out, finding stable ground.
Yes.
All right. Thank you very much, Mayor Paul Leon, for being here.
All right. Thanks,
Glad you
Leslie.
could join us. I'm Leslie Leyton.